A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English.
Hello and welcome back to A+. Laura and Reese are back for day 2 of our article about autism. What do you know about autism spectrum disorder? So yesterday we had an introduction to this peculiar disorder, and doctors usually discover that children have this at what age?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 years old. And what are the symptoms of this disorder?
Basically, sometimes they might make like strange movements that people don't understand. And also they have trouble understanding the social rules. Yeah. Sometimes they might have strange behaviors, but there are some strengths to being autistic. Exactly.
Sometimes they're super intelligent and they're very good at remembering things.
Yes.
And often they will focus on a single subject and learn that subject very, very well. Well, here's a warm-up question for you before the article, Laura. What can you do to be kind to others?
很多你要怎么样对人家很好？当然是be patient, be more understanding. I think it's really, everything's kind of nicer and easier when you can put yourself in other people's shoes.
Empathy.
同理心。有没有？这很重要。
I feel like you're a very empathetic person.
好感动哦，你很懂我耶。
Being kind to others is...
So are you.
Of course.
你也是啊。
Being kind to others, I think it's very easy, right? It sounds like, people make it sound like a hard thing to do, but I think being kind to people is just as simple as saying hello, saying please and thank you, not talking badly about people.
Exactly.
Giving
no bullying.
Don't bully. Just be nice to each other. This life is hard enough and the world is scary. Let's make every day nice by just being kind to each other.
Of course.
Anyway, let's stop being mushy. Let's get into the article and learn more about autism.
What do you know about autism spectrum disorder? Warm-up question. What can you do to be kind to others?
You might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. However, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way. People with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes. Please stand up for them if they are bullied by others. Lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. Remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. They need friends just like everyone else does too.
So the article begins by saying, you might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. However, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind.
I totally get that. At first, I was a little bit scared because I don't understand, about people with autism. 所以一开始你可能会对有自闭症的人感到好像有点不自在啊，或者甚至于你可能会觉得有点害羞，不敢靠近他们。然而对他们友善，然后有礼貌，以及对他们很善良，这样子一个态度是很重要的哦。首先我们先来看一下刚刚提到的 polite 这个形容词。polite 这个形容词就是有礼貌的，像是如果你一边吃东西一边跟人家在讲话，妈妈可能会说 It's not polite to talk while you eat， 因为当人家就会看到你嘴巴里面的食物，真的很不礼貌诶。那我个人认为 Reese is always polite to people， 他总是对大家非常有礼貌，就像英国绅士有没有？他应该就是英国人啦，所以他非常有礼貌。我们来看一下单字例句。Polite people say please and thank you when they talk to others. 有礼貌的人在跟别人说话时候都会说请，还有谢谢哦。
So the word polite is an adjective, with the noun form being politeness. And to be polite means to have or show behavior that's respectful and considerate of other people. It basically means being nice to people, acting or speaking in a way that makes other people comfortable or feel good. So using words like please or thank you are very polite. And even things like saying may I instead of can I.
Yeah.
If I was at the dinner table with my family and I said, Mom, can I have some dessert? She would say, may I have some dessert? Because may is a much nicer word.
That's true.
Well, back to the article, and it says, make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities.
对啊，其实像是我们有时候在玩游戏啊，或是活动，很容易冷落就是自闭症的同学，所以这里就要说 make sure to 就是确保的意思，要邀请自闭症的同学来加入游戏或者是一些活动哦。那还有什么时候我们可以用到 make sure？ 像是 when you go camping 去露营的时候 ，make sure to bring a coat. It's super cold at night.
Yeah, you'll freeze.
超冷的。
So autism is not a very rare disorder. A lot of people have autism, and probably
I realized that.
Yeah, probably in your school there are some students with autism. So just make sure you're friendly with them and, try to understand their disorder and situation,
Right.
so that you can make more sense of their behaviors. The article says more. It says, be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way.
That's why I think my kids like me, because I try to make everything very simple and easy.
It's important.
所以要很有耐心，并且如果他们没有马上回答你的时候，不要生气哦，试着用比较清晰易懂的方式跟他们去沟通。那这里我们就来看到我们第二个 word power word clear。Clear 这个字呢，在本课是当作清晰易懂的意思哦，它是一个形容词。那其实很有趣的，在口语上我们会常有人说，is this clear？ 就是你听得懂没？那我们如果回 crystal 水晶，原来 crystal clear 就是像水晶一样很清透，但在口语我们可以用来表示说很清楚，就像水晶一样的清楚这样的意思。所以我们如果回 crystal 就是 clear, very clear. OK， 那 make yourself clear 是什么呢？其实就是你自己表达的方式是很清楚，让对方是听懂的。所以举例来说，我们常常会说 Please tell me if I'm not making myself clear。如果我刚刚说的不是很清楚，你一定要跟我说哦。我们来看一下单字例句。Your answer to my question wasn't clear. Can you explain it another way? 你并未清楚回答我的问题耶，你可以用另外一种方式解释吗
So the word clear is an adjective that means in a way that is easy to understand. If something is clear, it is not confusing. It's simple. Clear can also be used to describe something like a window. If you can see through it, it's clear. Another phrase that we can use is the coast is clear, which means it's safe to go outside. You talked about the phrase crystal clear, which means something is very, very easy to understand.
对
We have a phrase which is the opposite of crystal clear, which
是
is
什么
as clear as mud.
跟泥巴，那当然就是不清楚浊浊的，有没有
Right, because you can't see through mud. So saying as clear as mud means I don't understand.
That's interesting.
Well, back to the article, it says people with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes.
That's true. OK， 所以这个也是另外一个，大家如果不是很理解他们，可是你要知道，自闭症的人他们可能会按照你字面上说的去理解一些事情，所以呢，他们可能会听不懂一些笑话。Literally 这个副词就是逐字的、照字面的。比方像是哈哈哈哈 I am laughing out loud, literally.
Yeah, literally or literally, however you want to say it, is an interesting word. It's an adverb and literally means something is actually really 100% this way. the real way something is, or the truth of something. We use this word to confirm that some information is true. It is literally 39 degrees in Taiwan today. That might be true in the summer.
In the summer.
But sometimes, more recently, we've changed the way that we use this word.
对。
We use this word literally to exaggerate. 夸张. If I say it's literally boiling outside, I'm
就是
exaggerating.
外面超热，热到好像在滚水一样热。
Yeah.
But that's like 夸张的说法。
Yeah, or you might say, I'm literally starving to death.
怎么可能啦？对
I'm not
啊。
actually about to die because I'm hungry. I'm just really hungry. Well, back to the article, and it says, please stand up for them if they are bullied by others.
That's so important. 所以如果你看到自闭症的孩子们，他们被别人霸凌的时候，请为他们挺身而出 ，stand up for something or somebody。这个片语就是为什么什么挺身而出。那如果他们被霸凌，也就是 bully 这个动词。对，他们被欺负啦，你们一定要记得要替他们发声，然后要保护他们。
Yep, stand up for them. To stand up for someone means to defend them when people are being mean to them. If there are some bad people saying bad things to Laura, I can stand up for Laura by telling them, hey, stop that. Don't be mean. Stop bullying.
Oh, nice.
The word bully is a verb, and to bully someone means to be mean to somebody, sometimes using words or even using physical harm.
Oh, no.
If somebody calls you bad names at school and makes you feel bad, they're bullying you.
Yes.
And a person who bullies is called a bully. Bullies are not nice,
No.
but they're pretty common around schools, unfortunately. And some people are more vulnerable to being bullied, particularly kids with autism, because they don't know how to act and they might be an easy target for a bully.
No.
Very sad. Don't be a bully. Be nice to each other.
Exactly.
Well, the article says here, lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior.
没错，其实刚刚 Reese 老师真的提醒了很多很重要的观念，就是如果我们看到有些人就是 call somebody names， 就是会用到你白痴啊，你胖子啊。I think it's it's very natural for kids, some young kids. They will mention about how fat, your appearances, 就是会因为你的外表取笑。And also, especially to autistic kids, 其实霸凌是无所不在。所以呢，最后我们文章就说要用你的行为来树立好榜样 ，set a good example for others. Set an example for somebody 这个片语就是为某人树立榜样。那用什么呢？用你的 behavior. Let's take a look at this word. OK，behavior 这个名词其实就是来自于动词 behave， 就是行为举止。比方像是 The young boy yelled at the old lady. 有一个年轻的小男生，他对一个老太太大声的吼叫。This behavior was rude and inappropriate. 像这样的行为就是非常的rude 没有礼貌，而且是 inappropriate 不恰当。我们来看一下单字例句。The teacher talked to Bobby's mom about his bad behavior in class. 老师告诉 Bobby 的妈妈他在课堂上的不良行为。
So the phrase to set a good example for someone means to show that person the good way to behave.
Yes.
Or the good way to do something. A student in your class who is always quiet, respectful, on time, and works hard is setting a good example for their classmates. They're acting in a way that everybody should act. We also saw the word behavior, which is a noun, and that's the way that you act, the way that you do things. Good behavior means acting in a way that's good, nice, and considers other people's feelings, like being polite. But bad behavior is acting badly, stealing things or hurting people or making a lot of noise when the teacher's teaching. Children sometimes have bad behavior, so we as adults or teachers need to teach children how to behave well.
Not just children, some of my college kids. 真的，我的大学生的学生，他们有时候真的是 sometimes they're kind of like not polite.
Yeah, it's not only children who
Yes.
have bad behavior. Well, back to the article, it says, remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. They need friends just like everyone else does, too.
OK, 所以记得有自闭症的人其实是值得跟大家一样有的尊重。我们来看一下最后 deserve。OK， 这个也不是我们最后，我们还有另外一个字，但是 deserve 刚刚有提到就是值得、应得，这是一个动词。而最后一个我们要看的 word power 就是这个字啦 ，respect。Oh, I can't sing. Respect 在本课是当作名词来用哦，就是尊重的意思。For example, you should show more respect to your parents. 你应该要对你的爸妈就是展现更多的尊重。Or 我们来看一下单字例句 You should show respect for your teachers because they work very hard. 你应该要对你的老师们展现尊重，因为他们很努力工作哦。In our last sentence, we mentioned that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. Now here we see our grammar point as, as, and that's our MB, magic box, MB.
Magic Box。
大家好，我是星座专家唐綺阳。今天呢，就要来分析一下哪个星座最会存钱嘞？答案非常明显哦。I wish I could save as much money as a Taurus。哎呀，我好希望能跟这个务实保守的金牛座一样会存钱，那该有多好呢？跟谁一样多？英文怎么说？我们呢可以使用 as much as 或者是呢 as many as 这样的用法了。我们呢马上先来认识一下 as 这个单字加上形容词，后面呢我们再加上另外一个 as。OK， 这样子的句型是什么意思呢？它呢就表示跟什么一样怎么样。OK， 比方说呢，我们看这个例子。As handsome as Ryan Gosling， 哎呀，跟这个莱恩·葛斯林一样帅，那就超级帅了。所以呢 ，as much 或是 as many as 就表示呢跟什么一样多。OK， 那两者有什么差别呢 ？OK， 都是表示多，但是呢 ，many 是搭配可数名词 ，much 呢则是搭配不可数的了。例如呢，我们开头说的 money 就是一个很好的例子，它呢就是不可数的，所以我们说 as much money as a Taurus，OK， 跟金牛座存一样多的钱。注意到不可数的 money 就搭配 much， 是不是很简单？现在知道这两个片语两个字的意思了，我们就可以来造句了。我们再看一次开头我说的那句吧。I wish I could save as much money as a Taurus， 我们来改写一下哦，把 I wish 的部分先取消，让这个句子更单纯。I save as much money as a Taurus。OK， 我们就用主词开头加上动词 I save。我存了什么呢？后面呢加上 as much 或是呢 as many as， 后面再加上另外一个人了。所以呢，在这边我们看到是 money， 所以我们用的是 much。I save as much money as a Taurus， 我存钱如金牛座存的一样多。或者是呢，我们可以再造一个例子 I ate as many apples as Mandy， 我跟 Mandy 吃了一样多的苹果。注意到呢，这边 apple 是可数的，所以呢，我们把它换成 many 咯。那这个用法呢，除了跟谁一样多呢，你也可以在后面加上一个数字。比方说呢，我们看到这个句子The number of car accidents in this city has decreased by as much as 30% since last year. 自从去年这个城市车祸的数量已经降低了30%， 30%。或者是呢，我们可以说 There are as many as 10,000 students in this school. 在这所学校里面啊，有多达1万名学生。其实呢，刚刚我们接数字的这两个句子呢，里面省略了 as much 或是 as many as 是可以的哦，是没有错的哦。但是呢，在这边我们这样的用法就是要强调多达 整整有这么多这样的概念。As much as many as 的2种用法，希望你也学起来咯。
Thank you, Magic Box, as clear as always. Now, before Magic Box was here, Laura mentioned the words deserve and respect. Let's review those.
Yes.
Deserve is a verb, and deserve means to do something or have or show qualities worthy of. Oof, sounds complicated. Let's explain more. If you deserve something, that means you have acted in a way that means the result is appropriate for you, whether it's good or bad. All people deserve respect. That means people should be treated nicely,
Yes.
no matter what they look like or what disorders they might have. However, if you do something wrong, maybe you don't deserve good things. If you behave badly, your parents might say, "No ice cream for you. You don't deserve it."
Ooh.
We also had the word respect, which is a noun, and it can be a verb too. Respect means regard for the feelings, wishes, or rights of others. That means treating people in a way that is fair and nice. To give somebody respect means to know about their thoughts and feelings and beliefs, and to not criticize them. You don't have to agree with somebody to respect them, but you do need to allow them to have their own view.
That's well said.
Very well said, if I do say so myself. Thank you for your respect. Well, the article ends here. It says, they need friends just like everyone else does too.
Oh, that's true. 其实呢，他们跟我们一样，就是很需要朋友，就像大家也需要朋友一样啊。That's so important.
Yeah, we all need friends. We all need to be social to survive. And people with autism are no different. So maybe if there's somebody in your class or in your school with autism, you can make an effort to be friends with them. That's all we have for this 2-day article about autism. Let's go to our review time activity.
Review time!
Today's activity is definitions.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the definition of one of the vocabulary
Should
words.
be easy.
You just tell me the word.
对啊，通常这个是算是简单，要不要跟我一起抢答？
Let's try this one.
Okay.
This word is a noun, and it's the way that you act.
所以就是 behavior 行为。
So easy.
超简单，再来一个。
Let's try this one. This is an adjective which means to be or talk nicely to other people.
Nicely， 对不对？所以要很有礼貌的 polite。
Yes, very good. Did you know that there's an adverb form of polite?
Politely 吗？
Exactly. You can
Okay.
speak politely to people. Let's try one more. This word is also an adjective and it means easy to understand.
Like crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Clear is the adjective and it means easy to understand or easy to see through.
啊，对。
Well, that's all we have time for. Thank you for learning about autism with us in this 2-day article.
Right.
We hope that you've learned something and that maybe you can make an effort to make some friends with autistic people. Well, that's all we have time for. We'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Bye.
What do you know about autism spectrum disorder? Warm-up question. What can you do to be kind to others?
You might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. However, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way. People with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes. Please stand up for them if they are bullied by others. Lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. Remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. They need friends just like everyone else does too. Word power.
Polite. Polite. Polite people say please and thank you when they talk to others. Polite people say please and thank you when they talk to others. Clear, clear. Your answer to my question wasn't clear. Can you explain it another way? Your answer to my question wasn't clear. Can you explain it another way? Behavior, behavior. The teacher talked to Bobby's mom about his bad behavior in class. The teacher talked to Bobby's mom about his bad behavior in class. Respect, respect. You should show respect for your teachers because they work very hard. You should show respect for your teachers because they work very hard.
认识字汇
Uncomfortable, uncomfortable. Literally, literally. Bully, bully. Deserve, deserve.